Hi, I'm David Kohn. I'm the e-commerce and customer service director for Heels. Heels is a business that's been around since 1810, so we're 209 years old this year. We sell really nice furniture, incredibly good designs, very high quality, and we like to think of ourselves as Britain's favourite furniture store. We're not really, but we are for the people that shop with us. We sell great stuff. The way that Heels is differentiating ourselves is we have a very clear sense of what our brand stands for. And our brand stands for fantastic design and great quality. We're certainly at the upper end of the market, and I think our customers understand that. But what we really focus on is product and service. Our product, a lot of our product is own brand, and that product has to be made to the highest design standards and to the highest quality standards. You're effectively buying guaranteed good taste when you buy from Heels. And then the suppliers that we bring in suppliers who we think can provide something additive to our offer. So we work with some of the world's leading furniture suppliers, Linea Rosse, Muto, Della Spada. We've introduced a lot of these brands to the UK over the years. We've pioneered Scandinavian furniture back in the 50s and 60s. We're always trying to stay one step ahead of trends, but not be trendy, if you like. Our stuff has got to be of a timeless quality. Returns is not a massive issue for Heels. First and foremost, we try and make sure people have selected the right product, because although returns in totality isn't a massive problem, a single return can be very expensive. And with distance selling regulations, if you choose to buy a sofa in a bright yellow velvet fabric, you get it in your house, you've still got 14 days in which you can return it. So we work very hard to try and make sure that the customer is buying the right thing. And that means visualizing it very well for them so they can actually see what it would look like. It means making sure that all of the specifications are right. And it means encouraging them to think about, will it fit in the room? Will it fit through the front door? Is it something that they are sure that they want? Because we're not like a fashion business where we can send 5 sofas out and get 4 of them back. We want to minimize that. So we put a lot more effort into the selling process than perhaps some other retailers do. As I say, in terms of reducing returns, our focus is on trying to help the customer to make the right decision in the first place. Look, if a customer gets something at home and they decide it doesn't look right, then we've got no choice. We will try and encourage them to keep it, but if they don't want it, distance selling regulations determine that we've got to accept it back. Some of the other things that we're doing is we're doing a lot of work, as say, on image visualization. So a lot of our sofas, for example, have never actually been made in the fabric that you're selecting. We sell some of our own brand sofas in over 50 fabrics. And so it's possible that green velvet one that you like, we've never had a photograph of it. So we've invested heavily in image rendering and 360-degree technology, which enables you to see exactly what that sofa is going to look like in that fabric. We've also invested in augmented reality, so you can, using your iPhone or your Android, you can position that sofa in your living room and you can see whether it's likely to fit and whether it's likely to go with the other stuff you've got. And I think moving ahead, we'll see that visualization and right sizing is going to be one of the key areas for development for us. Personalization for me is one of the misunderstood buzzwords in e-commerce. Everybody talks about it all the time without really knowing what it is they actually want to offer. And what I would say for us is personalizing the experience is a lot more important than the personalization of the experience. And by that I mean introducing people into the buying experience. Now, when you're buying a piece of high-ticket furniture, could be a couple of £1,000s, could be more, you're seeking reassurance. You want to know, will it fit? Is it good quality? Is it going to arrive assembled? Can they actually deliver it? You've got a host of questions. And what's the best way of answering those questions? What's the most personalized experience you can have? The most personalized experience is to talk to somebody. There's nothing more personalized than you asking me a question and me answering it. So obviously we have a fantastic store experience where all of our store associates are pretty well answer any question you might have about the product. But what we've focused on is, rather than creating some AI-based personalization online, we're actually bringing our store people into the online experience, our store people manage our live chat. Okay, so if you're online, you want to ask a question, you go through to live chat, you're going to go through to somebody on the shop floor who has a WhatsApp-like application on their phone. They can answer your question directly. They can take a photograph of the product if you're worried about it. They can press down on it if you're wondering how squishy it is or how comfortable it is. If you're thinking, well, will these cushions go with this fabric? They can even get them and they can show you a picture, they can take a video. So, whereas a lot of people are talking about AI-based personalization, we're far more interested in creating a personalized experience where we're actually connecting a person, which is you, the customer, with a person which is a passionate, knowledgeable member on our shop floor. Try before you buy. In the furniture business, it's not a great idea, in all honesty. The most complex thing in furniture, the most difficult thing is delivery. And we pride ourselves on offering a delivery service which is materially better than the competition. We will deliver it to room of choice, we'll take away all the packaging, we will assemble every piece of furniture. You know, a lot of furniture that you're going to buy online is going to arrive flat packed, and it's up to you to deal with all the detritus. For us, we're not offering that sort of low-level service. We're offering a high-level delivery service. So the idea that we're going to offer that service so the customer can have it for a couple of weeks and then say, you know what, I don't want it. I think you can probably see fairly easily that that's not a great model for us. As I say, we focus on trying to get the customer to buy the right thing in the first place. We are absolutely non-pushy. You know, we're not going to try to buy this, buy this, buy this. We want the customer to make the right choice, because the furniture they buy from us, it could last them a lifetime. You know, it's our stuff is not designed to be something that you put in your house today, think it looks great, but next week you decided, oh, I don't like it. It's timeless, and it's of great quality, and it's not something you're going to throw away. So we're absolutely non-pushy about the sale. We want the customer to make the right choice. The way in which Heels creates trust and loyalty, first and foremost, is by the quality of the product. Yeah, we stand or fall by how good that product is, how well designed, how tasteful, how good the quality is. Yeah, and if a customer buys something from us, we can pretty much guarantee they're going to love it, and it's going to last, and their friends are going to see it and say how nice it is. It's going to bring pleasure to people, and fundamentally that's what any business has got to do if it wants to engender trust and loyalty. It's got to deliver on what it says it's going to deliver, and in our case that's quality, design, taste. You know, that's how you do it. Our service levels have got to be high as well. So every service encounter that they have has got to be something which either helps them in the purchase process or after the purchase process. Let's say they do have a problem with something, and problems do happen. You know, we've got to deal with that in absolutely the best, most customer-friendly way that we can. So we stand or fall on the quality of our product, and we augment that with the quality of our service. Number one is you've got digital marketing. Almost all digital marketing channels are highly measurable. Yeah. If you've grown up in digital marketing, you're probably not a very creative person, you're probably a very numbers-driven person, because everything has numbers associated with it. Sometimes those numbers can be a little different, so you're comparing apples with pears, but generally there's always a way of evaluating whether or not that is giving you value for money. And with attribution models, which is something we're toying with, you can start to see what role every channel plays in the purchase journey. The more complex question is about brand marketing and brand awareness. And I think that's still an area, particularly for a small brand like us. You know, maybe if you're a big telecoms brand or a bank or a car brand, you're spending so much money, you're able to see what the effect is. The amount of money we're ever going to spend on brand marketing is going to be limited. You have to be prepared to take things a little bit on trust when it comes to that brand marketing, because it's difficult to measure awareness, it's difficult to measure consideration, and so sometimes the digital marketeer has to liberate themselves a little bit from the tyranny of numbers and they have to say, you know what, this is just something we've got to do because we need to increase the awareness of the brand, we need to improve the consideration of the brand. So I think digital marketing is evolving now from the sort of very numbers-driven, boring people like me to the slightly more creative, risk-taking people like the marketeers of old. The key takeaway I would give anybody that's working in retail or e-commerce is focus. Yeah? Be really clear what your brand proposition is, what you stand for, and what are the key things that enable you to execute that. Do not get distracted. There are so many bright and shiny things out there that people like us, technologists, we look at and we think, ooh, that looks nice. There are so many distractions out there. You've got to be laser focused on the things that are important to you in delivering your brand proposition. So focus, and maybe focus.